Hey friends, welcome back to Big Nate's Whiskey Lounge. I am, of course, Nate, coming at you with a bottom shelf weeder review. This is going to be Rebel Yell. I was able to snag a couple bottles during the name change, but before the Yell was off the shelves, I was able to snag. I have two bottles of this. It's an 80 proof, 40% wheated bourbon. So wheated bourbon means the secondary grain is wheat rather than rye. So we're hitting the basement as far as proof points go. And so this is from Lux Row Distillers, who also does Ezra Brooks and some other things. There's going to be a fresh crack on this for me. I do have a second bottle, but I haven't opened either of them. There we go. Cheers to Matt Porter, because he's awesome. But this is going to be a wheated bourbon. And so Rebel Yell. It's now going to be Rebel. Just Rebel is the name now. They took the yell off the bottle for political reasons. I'm not going to give my opinion on that. It's not that big of a deal. When I was in Kentucky for Whiskey Weekend, I purchased a bottle of Rebel Cask Strength at Justin's House of Bourbon, and I brought it to the bottle share and purposely left it there. I assessed the bottles that I bought and stuff, and I had a little bit. It was really good, but I left it there to be shared and enjoyed by everybody, and pretty sure it didn't make it through the weekend. Okay. Very, very pretty nose, very soft, pretty much wheated, a wheated bourbon. Wheat's going to be a softer grain. It's not going to be as dominant and spicy as a rye would be, so it's going to be nice. I like to describe, if it's one word, we're talking about a regular rye bourbon secondary grain rye. I'm going to call it spicy. If it is a wheated bourbon, I'm going to call it soft. That's just kind of. And then we're also coming in at the basement of the proof points. So now there's Rebel 100. There's Rebel Cask Strength. There's other things out there that you can get that are going to be higher in proof. But this is the basic offering. Smells really good. I really, really like the nose. It's corn dominant on the nose, but very, very sweet corn. It's smooth. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. It's an 80 proof wheated bourbon. What do you want me to say? It's smooth. Not much of a finish. The finish is gone. Like, I could just tell you that I've had a little bit of alcohol in the last couple of seconds, but like that's pretty much it. It's very, very corn dominant. It's good. I don't know if you're somebody that likes doing shots, and you don't like the burn of alcohol, get Rebel Yell. I know that Wild Turkey 101 is the kind of the college shot of whenever you were in college. I didn't do that in college. I actually graduated college when I was 19. I only went for 2 years, so I didn't do that stuff back then. But I know Wild Turkey 101 is kind of the college pour. That's high rye, so you're going to get more spiciness. You're probably going to, while it is 101 proof, you're also going to get some more dominant flavors. This is 40% ABV, and it's a wheater. You could shoot this all day long. Don't. That's not good for you. But you could. I just don't, other than drinking, I don't, for myself, I know I have a backup bottle, partly because it's the Yell on it. I'll just give it to my brother. He likes this stuff. I don't know what my purpose for it would be. If it's a wheated bourbon, I'm going to go Maker's Mark, or I'm going to go, Maker's Mark is going to be my go-to. You got Larceny as well. Like, you've got other things that are higher proof that are just a little bit more interesting to me. I just don't know what I would do with this. I wouldn't mix it because it's going to be it's not going to shine in a cocktail. I could shoot it, but I'm not doing shots. I don't do shots. I wouldn't enjoy sipping it neat because I'd be just way too bored by it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that I just don't know what the purpose of it is. If it were the Rebel Yell 100, probably would be getting more interesting, higher proof, more, I could justify that in a cocktail because the proof's going to hold up. Although I would recommend something rye, either a rye itself or a rye bourbon, because rye spice holds up really well in cocktails. I just don't have a use of this other than if you really, really, really want a very basic whiskey that has almost nothing going for it. Doesn't taste bad. It's just, I don't know. And I can't remember what I paid. I think it was only $25. I hope I didn't pay more than that. I've had these in my collection for both bottles for almost a year now. Just hadn't opened it, hadn't really cared to. But that's been Rebel Yell. Before they changed the label just to Rebel. 80 proof, wheated bourbon. It is what it is.